Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you a speed build that I did of a cabin in The Sims 4. So I had this idea when I was doing my Not So Very challenge. This was like a long time ago. This was before Growing Together came out and the Infant update. I think this is when I had like Rose as a kid, maybe. Yeah, because Rose and Ruby were both toddlers when I made this thing. So my whole idea for making this was that they could go on like a cute vacation. It would be so cute because then we could have their birthday on vacation. So you'll see a lot of not so berry theme in this. I apologize. So my idea for making this was that I could go on vacation with my not so berry family, but not really many of the vacation homes kind of fit the theme for not so berry, like the red and mint theme. So I had the idea to make my own. So I wanted to create a one-story cabin that was going to replace one soon here. And disclaimer, I did use a lot of packs for this build. So before we continue going, make sure you like and subscribe. Comment down below if you think I should still use this for an Berry challenge, but kind of add a few more rooms to it and kind of like slightly renovate it. So I did cut out a lot of footage from this build because of how long it was going to be. I swear, I spent forever working on the roofing outside. So just cut out footage from the roofing and me doing the interior. So I just cut out the roofing part of it because that was like 5 minutes of me literally looking at the neighbor's cabin, trying to find the roofing that matched, not liking it, and redoing it. I also cut out a lot of landscaping because I manipulated terrain here to make almost like a pond, and I really didn't want to keep that in because it's embarrassing how long I took. And I did use a lot of seasons for this one. I believe I used the seasons windows just because of how good they looked. But I did very heavily landscape, and you will see that when I give you the finished tour. So you can kind of see all the flowers that I put around this for landscaping. I almost feel like I over landscaped. And you see those lights? Those aren't actually from toddler stuff. So I may explain this later in the video, but when they did the Sims Summit, they had to put a bunch of stuff that was in packs into the base game. So like tents, so that you could go out there and tent. So one of the things that they did put in the pack, from the pack into the base game, was the toddler lights. So people actually put a bunch of them on the gallery because they're still in the base game's debug. I also cut out a lot of me doing the backyard decoration because you didn't need to see me play with lights and tents for like 10 minutes of this video. It was embarrassing how long some of this took me to do, and it was like barely any. So you can kind of see like the color theme starting to pop in here. And you know how I kind of took out those high school year lights? Yeah, I have this amazing idea of kind of like making it light over the tent. It did not turn out well at all. I believe I deleted it in the footage. Yeah, I did delete it in the footage. So I wanted to do a smaller speed build because if I sped it up like really fast, it would look really like choppy and bad. So I did a bit of a smaller speed build and cut out a lot of footage, but there will be a tour at the end, so you guys will get to see it all. And I am still very much struggling to complete that element collection for my Not So Very challenge. So if you guys have any suggestions, please comment them down below. And you can kind of see that I did the floor plan. The floor plan also took me forever to do. I'm not actually sure why it took me a lot of time, but it was just one of those things that took me forever, it seemed. And sorry that this video got uploaded a little later. I've been struggling to get videos like out every second day at like 12 p.m. So I have actually just started uploading them a little later because I feel like that's better than just not having them some days. And this one took forever to actually get edited because I was so focused on Growing Together and like the Not So Berry and Short Lifespan Legacy content that this one just did not get out. But I did do a live stream today, so go check that out if you guys want to. So you can see here that there are 2 bathrooms in this cabin. One's more of like an ensuite, not attached. So it has like a separate bathtub, a separate shower, a separate sink. The one's more of one that just has a shower and a sink. So I really like doing that kind of like different ideas. But there is not a mirror that comes with outdoor retreat that matches with the shower and sink that's only one tile. So in all the bathrooms, you have this awkward mirror that stretches over like the sink and toilet or the sink and bathtub, and it is so awkward just sitting there. And I tell you, I did use a lot of packs for this one, so I apologize ahead of time. I was just more focused on not so very house, not like actual pack limitations of the build. And you should have seen the living room layout that I had to do. So I was trying to originally fit a dining room and a living room in when I did it. But when I tried, it just wouldn't work. And I figured, wait, there's like 5 different dining rooms outside or like picnic tables. Might as well just use those. So I did end up just using the ones that were outside, which I don't actually mind that much. Used a lot of stuff in this build that didn't even fit in this build. Like some of the medicine cabinets are like totally off the wood, but I didn't care. I was doing this so late at night because I wanted to get this video done before Growing Together came out, but it like didn't get done at all before Growing Together came out. So it was a process. It was definitely a process. Also, the parents' room took me forever. I'm not sure why it took me so long, but it literally took me forever. So I quit with the mint color scheme for the parents' room. I just want kind of a red color scheme for the kids' room. And looking back at this, I don't think I could ever use this as my house now or like cabin for my Not So Berry challenge because of how like big it is. Also, it's so like big yet small because the kids' room's so big, but the way that I laid it out, it's so small. I know that makes no sense, but you'll understand why I laid the kids' room out. Because it's so big. Like, the house in general is so big. I guess I should start calling it a cabinet. But the way that it got laid out just made it look so small, and I'm not sure why I actually laid it out like that. I feel like it must have been one of those things where I just like, oh, I might as well lay this out. You can see here that I'm really struggling with the parents' room layout, and it was bad. I think the parents' room layout took me forever to get done. But I can't cut any more out of this footage, or it's going to be like way too short. You guys just have to sit me here with me talking while you watch me struggle to do the parents' room layout. And yes, this video is sped up. I know it doesn't seem like it's sped up, but it is sped up probably as fast as it can get. I did use a lot of stuff that I didn't know that like existed in the game, because normally I go for like a nice clean modern look in my houses or a suburban look. And I really go for like, this cabiny style, so I didn't actually know that a lot of stuff in this game actually existed. So we are about 2 minutes away from me popping in game and giving you a tour, and I never knew that those little hearts existed. You know the wooden ones I just put up? Those are so cute. And I never knew they existed. This is why you really have to stretch out of your color schemes and genres when you build houses, because this is really cool. Also, I'm not sure if you've heard, you probably have, but I do have a poll going on the community tab of my channel doing should the red sim go to not so berry go to university or not. I would turn off aging, so basically all it would give us is a degree and they would like basically live longer technically. So that would be cool, and I feel like it would be a good idea to do, but I'm not sure if you guys would want to see that. But I do still have that going, and I'm so far, I think it's like 100% yes, they should go to university. And I kind of want them to go to university, because I feel like a famous politician should go to university, because I feel like that would be really cool. And I may actually get a mod to make university shorter if we were going to do that. It just feels like if we didn't, they would have like 20 episodes of their series, when like Not So Berry Mint would maybe only have 15. Still, that'd be better to get to spend more time with them. So I actually have aged up the sim and CC'd them up. I haven't actually played with them yet, and I haven't actually like aged them up and like started, because I haven't actually pre-recorded that far, but I have like aged them up and slightly gave them like some CC to see how they look, and they look really good aged up, so I'm excited to play with them. So far, genetics have been nice to us. So, and I did already see how all the kids look, and they look really good aged up. I am really surprised with Jade's genetic series. They are actually really good. And I'm about to pop in game and show you guys a tour. So be nice to pass me. And I'm gonna pop in game now. So you can kind of see the world here. This is what I built. This is $420 per day. But I just wanted to kind of show you guys a tour of the build. So this is the build. So when I built this, I was very heavily focused on, I'm gonna use this for my not so berry challenge. Well, surprise, surprise, now I have 5 kids and my cat's dead. So the cat tree isn't really that useful, but you can replace it if you're here. So you kind of see that I have this little bog up front. It's very heavily landscaped. So you kind of have this nice front porch, which was one of my goals that I wanted to do. Because you have like the chairs and the little stand, and the cat, if you didn't have a cat, could hang out. They also have a little game table there. Now these lights, one, they had like Sim Summit celebration. They moved some stuff into the base game, so like the lights from the toddler stuff. Then you could just literally search up lights, and boom, these are literally all base game. And if there's some that were from the toddler pack, you can literally just click show base game. And here you go. Now you can just get these in your game, place down a lot, and then you have lights. So around back here, I kind of have a tent, because I had the idea that, oh, maybe the Sims wanted to camp out rather than sleeping inside. I would never, but maybe they want to. The little horseshoe rack, and kind of a little fire spot. I put a bunch of doll houses. So I built this, I had 2 toddlers and a child. And you kind of had like the toddler stuff right here, the table, and like another table. Then when you walk in, again, very cat-based here. You kind of have the umbrella and the 2 vacuums. You have almost where you put your shoes. They struggled to fit everything in here, but I think I did a good layout. You have a small TV space, because if you're really coming here, you wouldn't spend much time on the TV. Then, of course, you have the little cat corner. Rest in peace, Mint. Then you also have our kitchen over here, which I found this cottage living overhead stove thingy worked perfectly great for this. Now, if you come over here, we have a bathroom. So you have like the shower, you have your bathrobe, and you have your toilet and sink. And you also have a big mirror, because why not? And you have almost like the little entrance to the bedrooms. And right here is the master bedroom. So you have the bed with like one nightstand. So I couldn't fit another one. You have the lamp. I'm not sure if this is play tested. This isn't actually play tested, so you may need to remove a few things in order for it to work. You have the mirror. Then over here you kind of have your dresser and some like stuff that you brought. And this is the big bathroom. So I always pictured this as like an ensuite that's not attached. So you have the toilet, and then you have like a little medicine cabinet. Then you do still have your sink, but you also have a toilet and a shower, so you could bathe the dog that you now have, because Mint's dead. And this was the kids' bedroom before I had a bunch of kids. So this would be kind of 2 bunk beds. Thinking now, if I would have built this like now, what I probably would have done was turned it like that, taken out this bed and replaced it with a double bed. But you know what? We can't do that anymore. Then you also have your mirror, your dresser. And over here is where the toddlers would have been. So you have 2 toddler beds and some toys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe to see more content like this. And comment if you want me to do the whole cabin redo. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!